Alright, so we're going to do another fire one.
Alright, so how many of you guys know what this is? Alright, what is it?
Dry ice.
Dry ice? Alright, correct. What we have here is dry ice. It's actually solid carbon dioxide, which is what you exhale when you breathe. So if you take a big breath, what you're exhaling is carbon dioxide. And what they do is they take that gas that you're breathing out, and they super compress it, and it makes this, it's what's called dry ice. And it's super cold, and it's super solid. So how many of you guys have had like a bonfire at home? A lot of you, right? So what are some of the things that you need to start a bonfire? Anyone?
Fire.
Fire? Alright, good. Oh yeah.
Sticks.
Sticks, yeah.
Wood.
Wood, yep. So those are two of the big things we need. Fire is one thing. We need heat. We need a heat, an initial source of energy to actually start out the fire. And we need wood. We need something that we can burn. We need woods or logs or sticks or some kind of fuel for the fire. And then the other thing we need is oxygen. We need some kind of gas, which we get from the room, which is like when we light the matches or when we were burning the dollar bill, it just pulled the air from the room and it can burn. And those three things together, the fuel, heat, and air, is what we call the fire triangle. And those three things are what you generally need to get a fire started, right? So, do you think that this is something that would be able to burn? It's carbon dioxide. It's not oxygen. Does it look like it's burnable? Think so?
No.
All right, well, we'll see.
Alright. So that's a candle. That's not dry ice. And this is made out of like wax, right? That's why it feels all slippery and everything. And wax is the fuel for that fire. There's a little fire going on right now. And the heat came from when Will lit that match. There was a lot of heat, and it lit up. And like Andy said, it's getting the oxygen from the room. It's the same place that you breathe it from. It's just pulling it out of the room. So that has all three parts of the fire triangle. Fuel, oxygen, and heat, right? Well, this is super duper cold. It's going to have to wear these gloves, or else it'll burn you. And it's made out of carbon dioxide, which fire doesn't like. So, like, if I do this, it puts out the fire, which is bad. So it doesn't really seem like this should light on fire, right? Let's see, we might be able to change that.
Should we show them what we're going to use first?
So instead, this is super duper cold, right? Which isn't good for fire. And it's made out of carbon dioxide, not good for fire. And what we're going to be burning is this stuff, which is like a metal. And that doesn't normally burn, right?
You guys
It's
want
normally
to
like
pass
wood.
this around? This is the exact same metal that he's going to use.
And this stuff right here, this stuff is the same metal that you guys are seeing, but it's all in this little powdered form.
Let's see.
Alright, so if we're going to use metal, and we're going to put it inside this super cold, oxygen-free place, do you guys think it's going to burn? You think so?
Think so?
You think so? Alright, we'll see.
Alright, I guess we'll see. So this thing, there's a lot of fire. And this is going to be really, really bright, so you don't want to look over here. Look like over there, and I'll let you know when it'll be okay to look. Alright? There we go.
We're looking at it. Whoa. Sparkler.
Whoa!
It's actually the same stuff that you use in sparklers, isn't it?
So even though it's really, really cold, and there's no oxygen, and it's metal, it's still burning somehow. Look at that. It's still going. This is the best way to get it.
Dude, this would be like a perfect spot.
Yeah, you're right. And now it's all burned up.
Alright, so the cool thing about this reaction is that it's actually a very unique situation where the chemicals can all work, and we can actually make fire in a way that you shouldn't be able to. We have a very cold place, we have no oxygen, which is what you need for a fire, and we don't have any wood. We have the metal, we don't have any wood, we don't have any gasoline, we don't have any matches or anything in there. But somehow we can still keep it going because of this very unique situation of chemicals that can all work together like that. So.
And now it's up to them.